Only Going Through the Motions. By Pastor John Frederickson. Throughout much of the Old Testament, God's people, the nation of Israel, had a very shallow, distant walk with the Lord. Even though given the unique privilege of having God's written word available, the Lord told the prophet Amos, "They have despised the law of the Lord, and have not kept his commandments." Amos 2:4. This did not mean they completely ignored the scriptures. In some cases, they simply neglected the word. Often they only went through the motions of having it read to them without internalizing the truths of God and allowing it to change their daily lives. In other cases, after time in a distant, meaningless walk with the Lord, they completely abandoned the sacred scriptures to worship false gods made by the hands of men. Israel still had priests, but when God's true prophets came with a message too close to home, they responded with words such as, "Prophesy not again anymore," Amos 7:13. Resistance, even anger and violence, was a frequent response. Yet, in many cases, they still worshipped the Lord, but only in a half-hearted way that the Lord would simply not accept. Therefore, God's message to them was, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though ye offer me burnt offerings, I will not accept them. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy viols. Amos 5:21-23. Even worship toward the Lord can be meaningless, or worthless, to the Lord. This is so when worship is offered with a cold heart, only going through the motions, and without seeking to be continually transformed into the person God wants his child to become. Rom. 12:1-2. Why would the Lord not accept their worship? It boils down to the explanation recorded in both Isaiah and Matthew. This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Matt. 15:8, Isa. 29:13. Simply going through the motions of worshiping the Lord is not enough. He desires that we come to Him in sincerity, with biblical truth being paramount, allowing His word to transform our lives, and desiring a daily walk that knows Him in a real, close, and meaningful way. Believer, don't settle for just going through the motions of worship. Come to the Lord with a genuine desire to know Him intimately, be conformed to the image of His Son, Rom. 8:29, and do His will. Then, and only then, will your worship of the Lord be truly pleasing to the one who gave His life for you.